go around real quick and just ask so I can get from you guys. I'll just ask the people that have their cameras on. So Dan, what are the top things about the membership? If I said, you know, what are the most important components of being a Dryce member? What would you say?
Being associated with the people, the board and the members is number one for me. I mean, having access to you, Scott, Matt, Mark, you know, I use it all the time. And being close to Scott is real handy for me too. You know, I can get ice if I need it, if I can't get it some other way. I've got a lot of information about the equipment and so forth. It's the people. I mean,
right.
I wouldn't want to leave Dryce because I feel like I'd be leaving a lot of losing a lot of opportunities to talk to people and gain some knowledge.
Perfect, thank you. John, what would you say?
Mainly the shared experiences that everybody has. The exposure also in the future, being part of this, and then when I can get certified to be able to, you know, that's another feather in your cap. That even when, you know, cars go and bring a trailer, you know, it says that the car's been Dryce cleaned. You know, if that's going to keep going on, people are going to start understanding that, you know, we're a step above everybody else.
Yeah. It's much more than just lip service, what we're going to be doing in short order as far as forcing people to the map. So, yeah, I appreciate the feedback, John. Tim Morris?
I you know, as I listen and I'm on these calls every week, you know, I've been around foundry, I've been around manufacturing and some of the other arenas that dry ice is used in. And in essence, nobody else gives a shit. No other distributor, no other manufacturer, nobody else cares whether or not we know anything about equipment, dry ice, how to put it together, how to make any money with it. And from what I get from these calls is that everybody here, as you enlightened us tonight, nobody's in competition. It seems as though everybody wants to help everybody else, and that just doesn't exist. And again, manufacturers, if you ask them about anything but buying a piece of equipment, they hardly know how to tell you about the equipment, let alone whether or not they'll help you to put it together. So,
all right, appreciate it, Tim. Thanks a lot for your support. I'm glad. I appreciate the feedback. Ricardo?
As a community for the dry ice, you know, I've only been here since about February, and during this past months, you know, I keep learning new stuff every day. So, and the good thing is that, you know, we're kind of, I wouldn't say like a family, but we're kind of like very close and we help each other out. And that's one thing I really like about this community. And also, you know, I can contact you or Scott or Matt or anybody if I need any help. I've been learning through this whole process and it's been very helpful for me and hopefully for the future generation that comes along.
Yeah, we appreciate it. I'll tell you this, Ricardo. Every single person in this group is cheering you on. Because you got the biggest challenges. And when you get rolling, we're going to have a virtual party for you. Bill?
So for me, it's the equipment, right? I think that the equipment and the machinery and a lot of times how to use it is changing, and it's going to change. It's going to continue to change. And here we have a central location to have access to all that information. And I think that a lot of the other things that we do in this business, you can access elsewhere. This, we can only get here, right? We're driving the market with machinery pioneered by us, right? By Scott, with some of our input. And so for me, that's the most valuable part of this, that we cannot go anywhere and get this much information regarding the future of the equipment that we need to do this.
That's great, Bill. Thank you. That's true too. Seth?
For me, I think still, as we go through so many different type of cars, it's always good to get bounce back feedback on the techniques for different type of cars is on Discord. Yeah, I wish I had joined just a little sooner because, of course, I brought the equipment before I joined Dryce, and then I was already up and running. But for the new members, I think, having that knowledge up front and it just upstarts you. But yeah, love the community. I think it's powerful, right? And especially this niche of an industry.
All right, appreciate it, Seth. Yeah. You're doing some serious stuff. We appreciate it. Stephan?
For me, it's been phased. To be fair, like getting the introduction through Scott, starting the actual process of speccing the equipment, that was key. The collaborative nature of the group. I haven't had one question that I asked that wasn't, within 24, 48 hours I had an answer to. They're intangibles too. Like I've added TIG brush and, somewhat begrudgingly some undercoating work, but actually when I decided to do that, I had access to Dynatrol. Foundational stuff, the business stuff, like when Matt, was it late last year, and I think he did a repeat this year of the business plan. I mean, that's a solid, if you're coming into this arena, that's a solid platform to start with. And then, we also have to recognize is that this whole thing is iterative. So I ended up starting with very much a copy of what Scott has, equipment-wise. And now that you guys are learning with, through Eden and ICS, the cost of entry is going down. And it's that knowledge base, again, that I think adds to the value here.
Yeah, appreciate it. Ryan?
Yeah, absolutely. I've been kind of listening in, but multitasking, but I mean, kind of same answer as most everyone else. It's just the community and database of experience. I mean, for someone new like myself coming into this, having all the experience to lean on from everybody in this group that's gone through all the steps it takes to get all the equipment, get a shop set up, get operational. It's invaluable for someone that's coming into this business. So I know I for sure would not have been able to get to where I'm at right now with just opening my doors if it wasn't for this group.
Yeah, appreciate it. Juan?
The power here is on the community and the synergy and all the struggles that others have gone through. It's not just Scott. It's going to help the new people coming in. And like us, we just got set up. We're going to be operational. But this is just like a gym membership. If you go to it, you're going to get the benefit. You got to work the system. And the people are there. Every time I make a phone call, people are there to help. So it's just a matter of taking advantage of it. Happy to be here.
All right, guys. Well, thanks a lot for your time and attention. Have a good night.